Namaste, everyone. Welcome to a 30-minute practice based on the earth element, a practice that will ground us and reconnect us to the land, to our body at a cellular level, and a practice that is meant to really release any tension, any stress, and really enable us to reconnect deep into our body. We'll also make sure we keep an open heart, and we'll let the energy flow in that heart center. And this practice is based and inspired by my current teacher Shiva Ray and her Bhumi practice or earth practice. Hope you enjoy it. See you after. Take the time to arrive to your space. Scan your body from head to toes, noticing any area that feel a bit tense without bringing any judgment to it. And celebrate the area of the body that feel good and strong and open. Take the time to see how you're feeling and where those emotions are located within your body. Take the time to notice your energy level and your mind, your thoughts, quality and quantity. Then we're going to take a breathing exercise. So bring the peace finger together of the right hand and place it in between your eyebrows and the third eye. The thumb will be used to close the right nostrils, the ring finger to close the left. But we start by breathing with both nostrils and exhaling with both. Closing right, inhaling left. Closing left, exhaling right. Inhaling right. Closing left, exhaling right. Pausing, inhaling right. And closing right to exhale left. At your own rhythm, always starting with the exhale. Balancing the left side and the right side of the body. Balancing the yin and the yang. Balancing the feminine and the masculine aspects of our beings. This breath is also used to calm the mind and start bringing focus for the practice. A few more cycles. And the next one, when you finish to exhale left, bring both arms on the lap. Take a big inhale and exhale through the mouth. Bring one hand on top of the other to set your intention for the practice. Find peace in those moments of challenge. And let's bring our hand in Svabhava Mudra. A butterfly, thumbs together, palms on the heart, giving yourself a little massage. Tuning into the softness and the beautiful vulnerability of the heart, keeping it open for the practice. And start removing the blocks and props and find yourself in a tabletop. Warm up the spine with cat-cow, breathing in, belly down, opening up the heart. Exhale to round, press on these hands, round the shoulder blades. Inhale at your own time to open the heart. Exhale to round, and we'll find downward facing dog. We'll warm up here with the same movement that in cat-cow, but in downward facing dog. Breathing in, rounding the shoulder blades, exhaling, lengthening the spine, breathing in, rounding, exhale to lengthen the spine, heels to the mat. One last time. Gazing at your hand after the last exhale, walk your feet mindfully to meet your hand at the top of the mat. Inhaling to find halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold, bend the knee, bring the belly on the thighs. And then we come all the way up, grabbing the energy, palms up. Exhaling to ground. Palm down. Inhaling, palms up. Exhaling to ground the energy to the floor, to the earth. Inhaling, bringing your heels slightly apart, toes out. Exhaling to find your yogi squat. If you have any knee injury, stay high, just like that. But if you can go low, just find your yogi squat. Here, in both cases, we inhale, open the heart. Exhale to round. Inhale to open the heart. And exhale to round. Inhale, press on the elbow, open the knees, open the heart. Exhale, hips come up, folding forward. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, both hands on the mat. Right foot gracefully at the back of the mat. Right knee on the mat or a blanket if you have knee issue. Taking your blocks or books, whatever you need to make the practice comfortable for you. Inhaling to open your heart. And exhale to lengthen that left leg and fold over the leg. It's okay if it's a little bit bent for the first few ones. Breathing in, opening up the heart. Exhale to lengthen. Inhaling, bending the knee, open the heart, gaze up, feel your lungs with prana, life force and love. Exhale to find the leg, the earth. A few more time, closing the eyes, finding your own rhythm. Finding your movement meditation, starting to really tuning to your body and to your movement. On the next inhale, bending the knee, planting your hand, that left knee will find the right. And we'll find Anahatasana, bringing your hand at the top of the mat. So the hips stay on top of the knee, only the heart melts on the mat. You can have your forehead or your chin on the mat. And we take a few waves here, breathing in, pressing on the hand, rounding the shoulder blade. Exhaling to unfold and bring your heart on the mat. Inhaling, bending the elbows, planting the elbows on the mat, rounding, coiling in, forearm plank, heels towards the back of the mat. Pelvic floor towards the back, rounding in between the shoulder blades. Big inhale, engaging your pelvic floor muscles. One last inhale here. And on the exhale, the hips come, find the mat. And we find Sphinx, a few warm up of the neck. So a few circles with the breath, breathing in and out, circle the other direction. And then inhaling to grab the floor, open the shoulder, exhaling forehead on the mat. Inhaling, finding upward facing dog. Tucking the toe, exhaling downward facing dog. Feet together at the back of the mat. On an inhale, gonna find the right leg to the sky. Exhale, coil the knee to the nose, to the thorax, and then bring that foot in between your hands. Left knee on the mat. Taking your blocks, find the other side, breathing in, opening up the heart. Exhaling, lengthening the leg, folding over that leg. Breathing in, opening up the heart, feeling your lungs. Exhaling to connect to your body, to the earth, bowing forward. Few more time with the eyes closed to find your rhythm, to find your movement meditation. Enjoying the space you're creating, enjoying the movement. The next inhale, removing the blocks or the books, and planting your hands. The right knee, left foot will find the top of the mat to find your yogi squat. Inhaling to open the heart, gaze up. Exhale to round. Inhaling to open your heart. Exhaling to round. Inhaling, opening up the heart. Exhaling, hands on the mat, hips come up. Finding Uttanasana, folding forward. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Grabbing the energy to come all the way up, palms up. Exhaling, decompressing, sending the energy to the earth. Breathing in, grabbing the energy. Exhaling to ground. Inhaling. Exhaling, finding yogi squat, toes out. Inhaling to open your heart. Exhale, hips come up, coming one breath at a time for the same sequence. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale to bow. Left foot at the back of the mat, left knee on the ground. Finding your blocks or not, and maybe the right hand find the middle to get a little bit more of a stretch. So inhaling and exhaling just the way we've done before, maybe without the block this time. Inhaling to open the heart and exhale to lengthen the leg, connecting to the earth. Inhaling, emerging, opening up the heart. And the third one, the knee find the mat, Anahatasana, melting your heart. A few breaths here, 3, inhaling to coil, exhaling to melt the heart. Inhaling to coil, exhaling to melt. Opening up your heart. Planting your elbow, tucking the toe, finding your strength, your courage. Forearm plank, engaging all your core muscle, your pelvic floor muscle. On the exhale, we find Sphinx. Inhaling to open the heart. Exhale, forehead on the mat, hands next to the shoulder, and coming to your downward facing dog. Feet together at the back of the mat. And then inhale, find the left leg to come to the sky. Exhale, left foot in between your hands. Right knee on the ground. Earthy practice, staying low. Inhaling to open the heart, feel your lungs. Exhale to melt. Inhaling, opening up, breathing in. Exhaling to lengthen to the floor. Inhaling, opening up the heart. This time we find our yogi squat at the top of the mat. We're going to inhale, plant those elbows, open the heart, open the knees, and exhale to round. Inhaling to open the heart. Exhale, hips come up, folding forward. Inhaling, halfway lift. Lengthening the spine. Exhale to fold. Be ready to come up, grabbing the energy of the earth. And then exhaling to decompress, to release any tension, anything. Inhaling, grabbing the energy. Exhaling to ground. One last time. Exhale. We find our yogi squat. Getting a little bit warm up here, inhaling to really open those knees. And then exhale to find the floor, coming to a core work, placing the right leg on top of the left, right elbow beneath the left. And we're coiling in, bringing elbow and knees together on the inhale. Exhale to lengthen and expand the energy. Inhale to coil in, shoulder off the mat. Exhale to expand. Inhale, coiling in, engaging pelvic floor muscles. Exhale to expand. Inhale, coiling in, changing side. Left leg on top of the right, left elbow below the right. And inhaling to coil in, elbow to knee. Exhale to expand. Inhale to coil in. Exhale to expand. Inhale to coil in. Exhale to expand. Inhale, you can do it. Releasing, feet on the mat. Taking a big inhale, and then on the exhale, letting your knee come to the right for a little twist. Inhaling back to center, exhale to the left. Releasing, relaxing, well done. Inhaling, giving yourself a little hug before you come back and forth. Massaging the spine on the mat, and then coming to your downward facing dog. Breathing in, coiling in. Exhaling, lengthening the spine. Breathing, coiling in, heels up. Exhale to lengthen the spine, tuning into your own vibration. Feet together at the back of the mat. Inhaling, right leg come up. Exhaling, right knee to belly, and then right foot in between your hands. Planting that left foot flat on the mat. We're coming to a warrior two stand. Hips to the big side of the mat, and then here we land, finding a few pulses with your breath to land and find your strength, find your courage, every cells of your body finding courage and strength here, stability, bending that right knee, inhaling, right arm come up, reversing that warrior. We're going to flow here. Exhale to your side angle, right elbow on left knee. And a few more times here to warm up, breathing in to reverse, extend all that right side of the body. And exhale, side angle, left side. One more time, breathing in. Exhale, side angle, finding your version of side angle. So maybe the elbow on the knee, or maybe the hand on the mat, or maybe you have the bind. So whatever works for you today, take that version that works for you, opening up the heart in any case. One breath here, exhale, finding the mat, bending the left knee, the back knee, and then planting that right arm to the hand, inhaling and exhaling to come to the left and the right at your own pace, finding that movement, meditation, enjoying a little bit of a water element here to not stagnate in the earth. So we breathe in and out, coming left and right, exchanging arms, and then inhaling and exhaling, finding your wide-legged forward fold. A few more times to warm up here, inhaling up and down, and then finding your forward fold. Finding strength and stability here. Finding space in the back of the legs. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. Extending the spine. Exhaling to frame the front foot. Knee on the mat, and then lengthening that leg, that front leg. Inhaling if you want to extend the spine, and exhaling to fold. We're going to walk and come and sit on our buttocks. If you have any knee issue, bring that left foot as I'm showing inside. Otherwise, keeping the internal rotation of the knee, we're coming to a side opening here. So bringing the right elbow on the right knee, and then coming to a stretch of the left side of the heart, of the ribs, of the belly, enjoying that stretch. The arm can come up and down, or you can find stillness, whatever you like. If you want more of the earth, stay still. If you want a little bit of the water, continue with the breath and the movement here. Oh, the next inhale, coming back out. Then knee come back inside, whichever you are. We're coming back to a low lunge, planting the toe of the back foot and coming to a three-legged downward facing dog. Extending the foot and placing that foot next to the other one, finding downward facing dog. Breathing in, left foot come up. Exhaling, left knee to nose, and then left foot in between your hand, planting that right foot to stand for a warrior two. Coming up to your warrior two, gracefully, mindfully, bending that left knee, finding a few pulsations here to really settle in your warrior two, courage and strength, sending that throughout your body. Reversing your warrior, inhaling, exhaling, side angle, letting the breath lead that movement. So inhaling, starting the breath and then the movement. Exhaling, side angle. At your own rhythm. Maybe the eyes closed if you have the balance. Maybe not. It's alright. Exhaling, finding your version of side angle. Maybe the hands on the mat, or staying with that version, turning to showing you a little better. Maybe you have the bind, so placing that right hand behind and continuing to stay still and grounded. Exhale to release, coming to your water flow here, bending the back knee and the front knee, changing hands, finding stability in the hips here in your high Skandasana flow. And finding whatever you like to do with the arms. Maybe you don't even place the hand on the floor. Finding a little intuitive movement to bring the water element and the joy of the practice, the joy of creativity. Inhaling, pigeon toes, and then finding your forward fold here, interlacing your hand behind the back on this one to find some stretch in the shoulders. Finding peace. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale to find the front foot. Place the back knee on the mat and then fold over that front leg. Inhaling, maybe you're doing a few movements or you're staying still on this one. Whichever you like to find. And then we come and sit. On our buttocks, same thing. If your knee is hurting, simply change the position, otherwise open the knee. So I'm on the same leg than before, just because I'm now symmetric, just to show you, but you should have now the left leg straight and the right knee bent. So coming to your flow or staying in stillness, choosing what works for your body. Breathing in and out, enjoying it, and then releasing, bringing the knees back. Walking towards the front of the mat, lunge, and then your three-legged downward facing dog. Inhaling, and then exhaling. Walking your hands to meet your feet for one fold, and then coming to stand, breathing in, grabbing the energy. Exhale to ground. Stay where you are. I'm just coming to show you in front of the mat. Inhaling, exhaling. I'm going to bring the weight on the left foot. And then bring the right knee towards the middle and open the hips. Or you have the option to grab the front toe and extend the leg, whichever works for you, staying in front for a couple breaths and then opening. Staying here in your drishti, finding stability, finding peace, maybe opening up the other hand. And then coming back to center, mindfully releasing that leg. Planting your right foot on the mat, bringing that left knee up, exhaling to open. Stay here, it's perfectly fine, or you can come to the option to grab the toes and find stability with a straight leg, and then open the hips, and then finding stillness, finding balance here, a couple breaths. Coming back to center gracefully, mindfully, releasing the foot. Inhaling, grabbing the energy. And exhale to ground. Coming to the yogi squat. Inhaling up, opening up the heart. Exhaling to come and lay flat on the mat. Grabbing your book or your block, whatever you have at home. And we're gonna come to a bridge, breathing in, hands come up, hips up, vertebrae to vertebrae, exhaling, coming back down. Taking your time here, I'm going a little bit fast because it's the 30-minute practice, but I would recommend to stay a bit longer in those positions where we're on the back. Just having 30 minutes here, so I'm going a little faster than I would come. Coming to a supported bridge, bringing the block underneath your sacrum. You know, you can choose a level, middle, or lower setting, whichever works for your back. Doesn't matter, we're just creating some space. So staying here a few breaths. You can even take the option of the full bridge if you don't have any blocks. Whatever works for your body, it's perfectly fine. There is any judgment wherever you are. Body beautiful the way it is. Releasing. And then we're going to bring the legs up. So a few options. Blocks underneath or books underneath your sacrum, legs up. Not much muscles here working, which is beautiful. This is what we're aiming at. So here, staying here, or option 2 is to come to your full shoulder stand. So bringing the hands on your back, the hips up, legs up on the wall, letting the flow of energy coming down your legs and releasing those legs, fluids coming down and nourishing all your vital organs wherever you are, even just the legs up. In shoulder stand, you can take a few options to bring the legs back behind the head. For halasana, you can bend the knee as well, give some good release of that lower back. Whenever you're ready, mindfully coming back to the floor. Bringing your hands behind your buttocks, your elbows behind your back, pressing on the elbow to come to fish, releasing your neck. If you have any neck injuries, just stay flat on the floor. And with each exhale, releasing your tongue out. Do that a few times before you find a twist. So we're going to twist and take a few breaths here, connecting, slowing down, connecting to the earth, noticing the support and love of Mother Earth beneath you. After a few, inhale on one side, coming to the other side. Relaxing your face, relaxing your jaw, starting to really soften your mind. Any thoughts happen to come, release them, let them go. Back to center on an inhale, and we're ready for Shavasana. So giving yourself permission to fully relax. Taking a few breaths here deep into the belly and exhaling to melt and soften, softening your toes, your feet, muscles in the feet, the bones, the ankles, relaxing your calves, your knees, your thighs, your hips, softening your belly, your digestive organs, softening your diaphragm, your heart space, your thorax, your back, lower back, middle of the back, upper back. Your shoulders and arms and hands and fingers are now completely relaxed. Relaxing your neck, your face, every muscles of your face, your eyes, your jaw, your tongue, your whole body is now completely relaxed. Bringing awareness back to your body, the weight of gravity pulling you down toward the earth, the support and love of Mother Earth beneath you. Bringing awareness to your toes and fingers, start to bring some gentle movement there. Maybe taking a stretch, and then finding yourself in a fetus position, whichever side you prefer, for a few breaths to recenter, reconnect. And then finding your seated position at the top of the mat, taking a moment to scan your body from head to toes, noticing any shift from beginning to end of the practice in your physical body, in your mind, your emotions, your energy. Bringing your hand on your heart, reconnecting to that space, vulnerability, softness there, and also the joy and the compassion. Taking a deep inhale here and out, making sure we keep that center open despite the challenges outside. And we'll seal our practice with an Om deep inhale. Namaste, everyone.